Hello everyone, my name is Khushi, and the topic of my presentation is the exotic apes trade in India, which is creating a local and a global conservation concern. This is a project I have done with my mentor, Dr. Alok Bang. So, first thing first is, why do we need to care about exotic animal trade? Well, because of its huge economic evaluation and its lucrative and profitable nature. According to CITES database, the total annual revenue for all the endangered species being traded is around USD $1.8 billion dollars. And if you add non-CITES sources into it, the value rises to $220 billion dollars. This shows the huge economic scope of exotic animal trade and also a logical sense why many people go after exotic animal trade. And this is creating conservation concern because of the abundant nature of trade. So my research focuses on understanding why are we trading these animals, the taxonomy of the traded animals, the geographical and temporal distribution of these life trades, and the reason for wildlife trade. So we use CITES IUCN databases for the species and trade data, and we supplemented it through peer-reviewed article, research papers, and government reports. So we can see these are some of the most imported ape species in India. A lot of them are very brightly colored cockatoos and parrots, which are very commonly found in pet stores, and that is because the exotic pet resale and commercial trade is one of the biggest reason why birds are being imported in heavy amounts in India. And if you look at the trade volume over the last 50 years, we see there's a slightly inclining trend from trade. So the trade has kept on increasing from 1975 to 2024, with the peak trade reach around 2019 to 2024, which is interesting as this was during the peak COVID era. And if you look at the sort of the family diversity being imported, we find 14 unique families that are being imported into India. And the top three are the parrot family, the cockatoos, and the turkey family. And a surprise fourth is toucans, which is very interesting to have such an exotic and a wild bird to be imported into India. So the reason is, now if we look at the species diversity of all the birds being imported, we see as the years go on, there's a visually increasing trend for the species diversity and the trade volume to increase. So ever since 2020, we have started importing more diverse species and more number of individuals in the species. This can be correlated with the increase of exotic pet videos on Instagram and YouTube, because this creates a demand for the exotic pets because the videos are very cute, wholesome, and we all want to have a bird. This creates a demand, and then there's a supply of exotic birds to India to fulfill this demand, creating a very toxic vicious cycle for all the birds with declining wild populations. Now the thing is, where are these animals coming from? Why are they coming, and what is the conservation status? So there are 177 birds from the parrot family being imported into India, 140 from the cockatoo, and 224 from the turkey family. And out of all of this, 1,100 individuals are for commercial purposes, 400 are for zoo, 270 is personal, 194 is reintroduction into wild, and there are 60 captive breeding. And if we look at the conservation status, we see 854 of these individuals are near threatened, 701 are individuals, 450 are vulnerable, 109 are critically endangered, and there's a very special or kind of sad category called EW, which is extinct in the wild. There have been 26 parrot called Sphinx macaw imported into India, which are extinct in the wild and only found in captive centers all over the world. And these are very rare, and most of these animals are imported from Africa and Asia. There's an interesting thing of having Europe import 380 birds to India, because Europe is not generally associated a lot with species diversity, especially in terms of bird. So it is interesting seeing Europe up high compared to something like South America. And the countries which import these birds are, the top 5 countries are South Africa 935, Philippines 372, Singapore 222, Belgium 202, and Mexico 90. The remaining, so we can see there are a lot of countries which export birds to India, but there are few, especially such as South Africa, which export a lot more quantity compared to others. Now why is it an issue? One thing is because it creates a pressure on the wild population. Even though these birds might be captive, we need to uphold the genetic stability of the stock, hence we need wild population once in a while to breed and create healthy offspring. So this puts a indirect pressure on the wild population. There's a lot of high trade due to commercial and personal use, which is strongly associated with exotic pet trade, especially exotic bird, which is being very prominently displayed on YouTube and social media all across the world. So there's going to be increasing supply and demand of exotic birds, which again is creating a vicious cycle, which is very harmful for the conservation of these birds. There are also habitat destructions, as most of these birds are not ethically farmed from the wild, which creates a lot of issues for these birds and the species dependent on them. There's also genetic dilution and genetic hybridization, especially in terms of captive breeding for commercial or personal resale, as the breeders tend to want to have more exotic looking birds, which would be an incentive for them to breed two exotic birds. Now I want to end this topic with a very currently relevant, which is the Sphinx macaw, the EW thing India has imported. India has imported total of 41 parrots. Up until 2024, it had imported 26 different species. So this is an interesting discussion that such exotic birds are coming to India, especially to housing facilities like Vantara, where we don't have an abundant rehabilitation into the wild program. So this is just creating a buzz about exotic pets and reigniting the fire for exotic pets, exotic pet trade, which again is harmful for the actual conservation of the species when these birds are being bred, not released into the wild, but posted as a prop, which leads to the commercialization of exotic animals and them being treated as commodity rather than animal. Thank you so much for your time.